Look at this little burrito over here. Hi, I'm Jacob
Oh,
Grins,
and I'm Winnie Stone.
and this is Come
Come
On
on in,
In,
Queens.
Queens. Well, we've really gotten that down, haven't we? And
Think so.
I'm Jacob Grins, a proud donor to Jasmine Crockett's campaign in Senate Texas race. Just wanted to say
Oh,
that.
okay.
Did you
That
hear the
is
thing with Matt Rogers this week?
no. Tell me.
Okay. Well, I don't want to talk about it. Let's just go listen to it.
Did you watch the latest Saturday Night Live?
Oh no, the one with Ari, or was there a
Uh-huh.
different one?
Ari was the host, and it was Bowen's last episode.
Right, yeah. No, I didn't listen. I only saw clips. I'll tell you. He just said that it's not worth your money to donate to Jasmine Crockett's campaign. And I think it's so irresponsible and stupid for a Democrat to, with all that's going on in the world right now, to throw any Democratic candidate under the bus or to say not to donate to them. There's a lot of
Yeah.
influence, and it's really shitty for him to say that. And he's getting nailed for it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
God, I've been so under a rock the last month.
Okay, well, we're here to talk about
Hey.
the traitor. We're much more excited than we were about Survivor fucking 49, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
What a piece of shit season. And we put
What
it
a
behind
piece
us.
of shit season. And just the messiness of the cast
And the
like
post game,
the post
pre-game
game.
too.
Like it is like
Apparently.
it's almost like yeah, right. It's almost like I heard someone say something like clearly the producers were just trying to blow through 49 to just get to 50. 49 was just a stepping stone, and so they were like everything was just sort of fucked up and cast aside, and the cast probably felt that, and then it sort of came out in the way that they were acting on social media and stuff. Is all very bizarre.
It is. But I
And
will say
it's
that Dalton Ross's spread in EW was more exciting and hyped me up more for season 50 than the show Survivor hyped me up for season 50. It's
okay
like,
because
come on.
we haven't talked on this pod yet since we saw the commercial.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did. We
we
did.
did.
But not since the EW spread. I'm much more cautiously optimistic about the season now that I've
I like.
seen some of the behind the scenes shit with Dalton.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All I saw was that like Entertainment Weekly cover that was like
Yeah.
the drone flying around. That was really cool.
Yeah.
We kind of match. It's kind of funny.
Well, we don't even think about that and we matched.
I thought since we're doing the Traitors now, and I love one of my favorite things about the Traitors is that it's all about the looks. Like everyone gets a stylist, and
Yes.
everyone brings like these ridiculous outfits, and so I was like, oh, I'll have an excuse to like wear some of my like crazier shit. And of course, I'm dog sitting at our friend Mike's right now, and forgot anything like that outfit wise. So you have the cool earrings, but then I just have like this very trad wifey dress on.
Oh, it's a dress. They don't know it's a
Uh-huh.
dress. I
Yeah,
love
it's
it.
cute.
I would have expected you to show up in a green vinyl dress like Mora. And then like
Just
Like slide up the chair.
sweaty under there.
You know she was. Oh, I love her. She's one of my favorites. I fell into a deep rabbit hole around UK Love Island, and she's absolutely one of my top 5 UK or Love Island contestants in general. But we're not here to talk about Love Island. We're talking about the Traitors, episodes 1 through
Yes.
3, season
So
4.
last night we watched the first 2 together with our friends.
Mhm.
And then did you watch the third last night?
This morning, I woke up. I
Okay.
wake up wide awake at 7:30, and I'm like, gotta watch season. I gotta find out who the secret traitor is.
I got back here, did the hot tub, and then I was like, I'm gonna warm up some old pizza, and then I watched the episode from like 1 to 2 in the morning.
You're wild.
No.
I mean, I don't know. I don't even know my name at 1 to 2 in the morning anymore. Like,
Yeah.
so should we kick it off? The first note I had was Alan's curl. That makes no sense to me now, but I do remember there being a distinct curl across his forehead. I mean, what do you think overall of Alan's fashions? Talking about fashion and his looks.
I said that it ignites an internalized homophobia within me that hasn't been so
Do you want to gay bash him?
apparent since I was like, a child.
Why? Say more.
But It's like it just like reignites those feelings of when I was a kid and would see it all makes sense now, but like I remember seeing RuPaul on television as a child and being like, I hate her because I want to be her, you
Well, I
know?
understand. Okay.
And so when people were like flamboyant and stuff and like out and open, it always like made me so jealous that I also hated them. So like, because it just felt like that should be me. I should be the first one to do that.
Okay. Well,
I was
not
like
unsimilar
9.
to Republican men hating gay people because they're themselves on Grindr.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean,
Exactly.
it's a little different. You've
Just a
accepted it
little.
now, but
Yeah.
you're like the femininity of it all. I love that, and
But I
he goes
love it,
for it.
respect it, and he so goes for it. Even when it's hideous and ugly, it's still fun and crazy. And I love this little dog. That dog's his, right? It's gotta be.
Maybe could be just an extra on set.
I
Who
just
knows?
imagine because it's like when a dog is so familiar like that, I have just imagined that it's because they're like, it's that person's
Yeah,
dog,
I'm
you
sure it
know?
is. Yeah, I'm
Let's do
almost
some
sure.
research on that.
Okay, so
Put it in your
we
notes.
yeah, I'll put it on my notes. I'm definitely going to research if it's his dog. So my first big standouts, of course, Lisa Rinna. She's so larger than life, big personality. I
Lisa
love what
fucking
she
Rinna.
wears. Lisa fucking Rinna. She, I for some reason going into this had a feeling that she would be the traitor, and everyone was like, "That's too obvious." And I'm like, but they sometimes make the obvious choices, like So I'm big on Lisa Rinna.
I think she was an obvious choice, but a good choice. And then the rest, I think, were just. It makes sense now looking back. Like, of course, they wanted to do Donna as the secret traitor because of just how big Travis is right now with Taylor and everything. But with the other two, I'm not familiar with the Housewives. So I guess Candace is like a thing. But to me,
Yes.
she's nobody. Yeah. And then Rob is like, I feel like he's gonna make it all the way to the end because he's so unassuming. I like snakes.
I like snakes, and he's
I like
hot, and he
snakes
has
too.
pretty blue eyes, and yeah, very unassuming. You're right. And also, I think this is an answer to. I was worried that they were going to put Big Brother and Survivor players as traitors because they've done that 3 seasons in a row now. They really needed to change that up. And last season, if you'll recall, a lot of the housewives got picked off early. So this time the gamers are getting picked up early, unfortunately for us because we know them, but that's just the way it's crumbling.
Yeah. Well, and I always say like I would be metagaming like big time of like, well, who would the producers be picking and everything. And so this
Hmm.
was a great way to subvert the audience expectation and the players
Yeah, I
because
agree.
I feel like this particular threesome, maybe not Lisa, but maybe with the help of the other two, may make it the farthest that any traitor gang has
Yeah,
made it.
I think that, yeah, you're right. Lisa probably stands out like a sore thumb within them, but
But
um,
but remember, Jacob, she's an actress, so she's going to be
she
really
is.
good at it.
Well, listen, like people were laughing at that, but I remember her as Billy from Days of Our Lives. So I was like, yeah, she's an actress. I
Was
mean,
she a
I
good
don't know what
actress?
level soap opera acting is, but I mean, yeah, she's an actress. Sure. And then somebody said she was in it. Was it you that said she was in a documentary about?
No, so the documentary that Netflix did
Did you see
about
Jeremy
the
just do like the walk of shame behind me? He just woke up at 11:30.
my jealous
I know. I wish I could sleep in like that.
that documentary that was about like the small town and like the texting scandal that was
Right.
happening and that girl
Okay.
was like getting like bullied and shit. She was in the Lifetime
And the
movie
mom was the
version of
bully.
that. Yeah, she played the mom.
Mm.
Like I watched this like YouTube video or something about somebody that watched it, and they kept showing clips of like her in a closet with a blanket over her head on the phone, like ha ha ha, like texting her daughter, like you're a dumb stupid.
That's going to be beep, 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 beep. Um, so speaking of Donna Kelsey and the secret traitor, what did you think of that twist? We start off with a new twist to the game. Apparently, though, it is a twist. I heard Sean Ross on Drop Your Buff said they are doing the same twist in the UK season 4, which that happens.
I was playing Puya and Alana as I got ready, and they were saying that UK filmed before US, and that in the UK they let the secret traitor know who the other traitors were. The other traitors didn't know who the secret traitor was, but the secret traitor knew who the
Oh,
traitors were. So I think they may have like run into some issues with that, and so then for the U.S. they said let's not
of
let
course
her
corrected.
know.
Okay.
I think it's great. I think it was smart to because they successfully did the murder in plain sight. We would have met that traitor hopefully by the end of that episode. If we didn't know the secret traitor by the end of the first 3 episodes, I would have been pissed. But the fact that we not only would have probably found out because they were successful at the mission, but that we found out because they voted her out, that's fun. Like it ended up
Yes.
making it more fun for us, the viewers, because yes, we like to be in on it and know who the traitors are, but like it's also just like that extra element of like, wait, who is it?
Yeah.
And honestly, if they would have left it as a cliffhanger, everyone would have been talking about it all week. So
Hmm.
it's like the Eck and Sue.
I did like the twist too. I agree with you. And I think that at this point, they just need to change it up a little bit because it could get stale, this format. I mean, they're doing the same thing every time. So I liked it. I do wish that Donna would have gotten a moment to meet up with the other trailers, the other traders, and had that moment like Lisa Rinna and Candace had the moment of screaming. Like, I just wanted that for her. And I felt really, really bad for her. Like, I don't know why. Like, she was just like so excited to be there. And then when she, in her, as it was showing her getting the secret trader cloak and everything, she was just so like happy and so I felt a little bad for her.
Yeah, and how she was saying like, I just wouldn't expect that I would have had this opportunity at this age, is all very sweet, and I think she was pretty starstruck, and just yeah, just excited to be there. But I like a lot of the different ways that it could have played out would have been entertaining, and I think this way was plenty entertaining. I love that she was like, "So I'm gonna get out of here. You got yourself a traitor."
I
It's
love
funny.
that. Yeah, and it was a big reveal to us too, so we do like that. Um,
Yeah, I think Traitors more so than any of the reality shows that we watch, uh, is the most fun to watch with friends.
mhm.
And like you said, with the switching up things, they definitely need to do that. Keep it fresh because yeah, there's a lot of sitting around and talking on Survivor, but like they're also on an island and starving and stuff like that. And there's like camp life sometimes. And this, they're just sitting around a fucking mansion, so it's like or castle, so like it does get a little stale. So
Yeah,
like
I
having these
agree.
little yeah, yeah. So the costumes and the
The
just
camp.
keep it fresh,
Hmm.
switch it up.
Keep
We
it
like it.
fresh. Yeah, and also throw people off because inevitably when Phaedra and Parvati come back on, we don't want them to go right away because they're expecting them to be traitors or a survivor player to be traitors. So I like the kind of changing it up. What did you think? So it didn't seem to play into the votes that people were afraid of Swifties. They talked about being afraid of Swifties, but they didn't actually follow through with being afraid of them. They voted her out.
It was I got a little sick of that. I think by that time they were everyone was saying, um, we just got to go with the group. We just got to go with the crowd this time.
Yeah.
And so because everyone was thinking that, they all ended up voting for her. But also, of course, the Swifties were brought up, but the editors and producers didn't need to put that as
They
many times
didn't.
in the
Right.
episodes, but they chose to because everyone wants to capitalize on the Taylor Swift of it all. So,
Yeah.
I mean, can you blame
Um,
them?
I don't blame them at all. And I do like some of the intros. I specifically Natalie had a fire pick that she was tapping against her hand, and then we got Rob shirtless, laying there on the I think a bear rug or something. They're like they fully know what we want by
With
this
his
time.
fucking snake
With
tattoos.
the snake tattoos, he's hot.
He
And
is hot, but
then
he's hot like basic hot.
basic
You
hot.
know.
Well, we were having an argument, not an argument, but a debate of like, is he a Dylan Efron type? Is he more of like what archetype is he?
He's Pilot Pete. He's Dylan Efron.
Yeah, he's that same archetype, right? So I'm glad they plugged him as a
He's
traitor.
like the dumb himbo that's like actually kind of smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was amazing to see Rob, Sister Nino, back on TV, even though I was very upset that he was the murder in plain sight. But just to have him back, I mean, that's big for us as Survivor fans. 6 and 8, season 6 and 8. That's so long ago that and hopefully this opens up some more avenues for him to be back again.
Yes, I hope so too, because I think Survivor's never going to have him again because Jeff's ego.
Right.
So it's because he clocked it. He clocked everything. Rob was on top of it the entire time, and that's why he needed to go. But maybe there are other games out there, other games that are maybe being formed right now that will play to his strengths and not, and he won't be like booted right away. Because anyone who's smart, if you're able to get Rob Cesternino out in the beginning of a reality competition show, you have to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I want him to be in a situation where we can watch him play a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because I love that he was like, conga line, murder in plain sight.
Yeah.
Don't drink anything. Don't let anyone hug you. Don't let anyone talk to you. Hide.
Yeah, yeah, I think he unfortunately just landed on a season where they were gonna come for the gamers regardless, because it seems like they're shifting to Tiffany next week. And Jam Jam, like they're just coming for all the gamers. So it's like it's not really his fault. They just wanted to get the smart gamers out. Like so.
Yeah.
Anyway, but Natalie has a chance. She's kind of flying under the radar right now. She's not under the radar. She's very loud. So I wouldn't say under the radar, but she's not being like picked out as a traitor just yet. That's good.
Yes,
good.
I would say, well, you know what? I thought Portia was the same way, but she got kicked out. I believe her. Like when Natalie is talking about like, I want to win, so we need to find these traitors. I'm a faithful. She's just so believable because it's like
she is.
from her core, which also, yes, Portia said some dumbass shit, but it also just the way she was talking and how flippant and quick she was to like comment on stuff. To me, if I were there, I'd be like, there's no way she's a traitor.
Well, if they would have watched The Real Housewives of Atlanta, they would have seen that Portia said there was 265 days in a year. So she does make little slip-ups with her speech. And she also thought that at the Underground Railroad, there was an actual railroad and train that came through. Where's the tracks? Honey, where's the tracks? So she's just like, she says things that she just says things, and she did say things. She's like, I murdered him. It was a bad slip up on her part, and sent her home.
Yeah. I get it is like you do have to be there to like really feel the vibes that these people are feeling, but some of it just seems so obvious to me. Like, because then the people were like, the next episode were like, it's gotta be Ron, because Ron was standing up, was like leading the charge against Portia, and then Donna and Michael were jumping in, and they were the only ones saying, "Oh yeah, we heard it too. So they must all be traitors." And it's like, if you thought that, then why didn't you think that in the moment and said, "Yeah, Portia's just probably talking out of her ass"? How about Michael, who right now, just in this moment, in front of everyone sitting on this table, said, "We got rid of Ian or whatever. We killed Ian." I don't know. I still subscribe to the idea, the strategy of, if you think you know who the traitor is, or a traitor is, you want to keep them around for as long as possible.
Right. Me too.
Because you've seen the fucking show, Tamar. Like, you know that if you get a traitor out, they're going to add another traitor in. So better the traitor that you know, keep them around, and then cut them at the end so that you not then have to go back to the drawing board and figure out who the new traitor is.
Yes. And we saw that Tiffany was trying to do that with Michael, even though she's misguided in the fact that Michael is not a traitor. Well, let's see. So let's just go a little chronological.
Yes.
I mean,
we say it's the recap, and then we just give all of our full opinions at the
top. So let's say we got the secret traitor selection. Turns out to be Donna. We got the Traitors selection, which I don't know Candace very well. I was happy with that selection just from her confessionals
Yeah,
to
she
that
seems like
point.
an interesting person.
And Lisa Rinna, we screamed because we were all very happy that she got selected to be a traitor. She just makes great TV. Like, she's so ridiculous of a person. Those big glasses that she was wearing,
And
and her
as somebody
hair.
who
I love
doesn't
it.
watch Housewives,
Yeah.
she's just a public figure, you know? She's
Right.
like a pop culture figure. So like I'm very aware of her. I'm very familiar with her attitude. I love that she calls her husband by his full name.
Harry Hamlin. Um, okay. And then let's see, where are we going now? Oh, I love the pair up with Monet and Jam Jam. That was cute. Like, Monet came over and sat down on the couch. Was like, I'm a big Survivor fan, and they kind of bonded. And Monet's doing well so far. Have we heard her name at all for murder? But
Well, yeah, Donna put her name in there.
yeah,
But no, I don't think as a traitor we haven't heard anybody be suspicious.
well, that's great.
But
And I'm also,
I think also because there's only the one drag race girl there, I do think like the logic of, well, it was they picked Bob last time, they're not going to pick Monet
yeah.
this time. Even though they could to subvert those things, like it's like you don't know anymore. You can't metagame this game.
Do you think that these players actually watch the seasons though? Like, I just don't know if some of these housewives actually like sit down to watch the season.
Yeah, like some of them, yeah, some of them are just like I just got paid to come.
Yeah, I know. Because Rob, when he's saying the murder in plain sight is happening, like, that seems like a surprise to people. Like, well, that's generally what they're doing in these. Like, so it was funny.
Yeah. I mean, when you get paid to just show up and fight with people for your show, for the Housewives franchise, you know, it's like, oh, somebody wants to pay me to show up and fight with people? I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll do it. Oh, just a side note, in the Dalton Ross article, they said that Survivor did not pay any additional appearance fees than their normal appearance fees for 50, which is why a lot of people turned it down. They wanted people who really wanted to be on the season of Survivor and that were like joyful to be on, and they didn't want it be because they were coming on for a certain amount of money. I just thought that was kind of
Or
stupid.
because we're living in late stage capitalism and everyone's penny pinching and trying to shortchange everyone to save money and penny pinch.
Jesus Christ.
Don't you think though? I mean, honestly, it's like
No.
everywhere, every opportunity that any conglomerate is to wring us dry,
Yeah,
to take
absolutely.
the money from the little people. And it's like, even with something like this, like to find out that Squid Game, they don't make any money whatsoever. It's like, what? Like, aren't you just as a decent human being, don't you want to say like, yeah, we'll at least give you enough to make sure your rent's covered while you're gone? Like,
No,
it's so fucked up. And so
it is.
I don't think that I think that was a flimsy ass excuse. Well, we didn't want to pay them. We just want them to be there because they want to be there. No, you didn't want to pay every player $30,000 to come. That's
yeah, because
what.
you wanted to save money. Yeah, no, I agree with you.
The only thing that I can say is, which is fucking sad, but at least like we are all in this together. Like I feel like for so many years, I'm sure my dad still thinks this way, but he was just so confused how I could be in so much student loan debt and how like I've just fucked everything up and I'm this terrible human being because I squandered everything. And I, for years, have been like, I'm not alone. Like so many people are in all this student loan debt. They were giving this money away to everybody, and we all thought we're all going to have huge careers after this. So of course we'll be able to pay it back. So like there is some sort of there's comfort in like knowing like we're all getting screwed and we're all going to be jobless to AI or whatever. Like hopefully we will all come together and rise up.
Yeah,
Who knows?
we all will. It's an impossible trajectory. I saw a lot of people from other countries being like, well, why are Americans letting this happen? Why aren't you like striking from your jobs, leaving your jobs? It's like we come out of college because we don't have free universities with crippling debt. And then we're expected to go into the workforce and then we're check to check. Like everybody's check to check. I don't know many people that aren't unless you have generational wealth and families.
To be in crippling, life-altering debt at the age of 19 years old is insanity.
Yeah. And health insurance is tied to our job. And that's not the case in many other countries. So it's just like it's and then if we speak out, we get shot. Anyway, this is a whole political corner. Let's not go there because
the world is garbage. Week. We're here to have fun.
Yes, we're here to have fun. Getting back to the Traitors. Michael's too much. But he's growing on me. Like I like the conflict, right? I like the conflict. He's problematic. We know that. We're not like...
Yeah, no, absolutely not like defending him as a human, but I love that Tiffany was like, listen, I get it, but you cannot be coming at Jam Jam like this in front of everybody. It's really like putting a target. And he's like, okay, I understand. And then turns right around. He can't help himself. He just is like flies off the handle, can't be contained, and that's good TV. Sorry.
It is. We want those reality villains. We've been asking for them. So I'm certainly not going to say, once I get one, that how dare they cast this person? Because we need that. We need that drama and that conflict. So I like it. I'm into it. He's not going to last very long. But
after so many seasons of, I'm just a huge fan of Survivor, and I'm here to make friends.
Exactly. He's not here to make friends. That's for sure.
That is for very sure.
Oh, wait. I don't have the right thing up. Hold on. Are we done with episode 1? I don't even know where we're at right now.
We've been jumping all over. It's basically one giant 3-hour episode.
I know. Okay, so let's kind of get to the end of episode 1 and we'll go to 2. Oh, the gay boat. So the challenge. I think the challenges are a little bit more high stakes. They're not as high stakes as Survivor, but they're trying to make it like... I noticed with the challenges, they're making it like if you win this challenge, if you do something specific, you might not get murdered. So there's a little bit more stakes in the challenges. I thought the coffin thing in this challenge was kind of interesting, like because they're pitting people against each other.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, generally the challenges are boring and we all tune out during this, the Traitors, but I'm seated and I was seated for the gay boat.
Yes, that was interesting. The way that the challenge was... Yes, with like the shields and stuff. It's not just like there's a shield that you can jump off the boat and go swim and grab now. It's like this, like it's more strategy. And what was I gonna say? I don't know. The gays. We were like when they were talking about the gay boat, and then we were like, wait a second.
How many?
And we
of
started
them
counting
are there?
all the gays in the whole cast. We were like, this is just like the gays and the gals and a few straight boys. Like this is great.
That is great. One of the bad things about last season was they introduced those 3 straight guys and it was like, ugh, this is not the season we signed up for. But this season, I'm very hopeful. We've got a lot of gays in there. My computer is making weird noises. It's just like so wild. You can?
It's like,
yeah, it's going to blow up. Anyways, the best line I thought of the night of the first episode anyway was America's mom might need to die in reference to Donna Kelsey. Thought that was great. She knows what she's doing, Candace. I know. I actually think America's dad might need to die, but it's just my thought.
Yeah, but then we're stuck with America's creepy uncle. So
yeah, that's not going to be any better. So anyway, I took away from this first episode that they already were going to target the gamers, and that ended up being true. So let's go into Death by Conga, episode 2. That was the name of the episode.
That's funny. I love that they're so cheeky and corny.
All right, so episode 2, we have the breakfast moment, and everybody walks back in except Ian.
But when Dorinda comes in, it's a whole thing where she actually cries. And she comes into like the middle of the U shape of the breakfast tables and is like glad handing people. Like, it's just so funny.
We got a standing ovation for Dorinda, which she should get. But you're not seeing the fun in Dorinda yet because I think she's laying low. She learned her lesson last season when she got mouthy. But also, we need to give her a glass or 2 of wine and she'll get rowdy again.
Okay. Yeah, because everyone's been saying like, oh, I wish Dorinda would have lasted. Like, she's so good TV, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, we're
but
not seeing it yet. But
I
we'll
like
get it,
her.
I
Like,
hope.
she's got a good energy about her.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so then we have a challenge, and this was the one with the thrones, which I thought was also kind of interesting because the whole thing was like the three started on thrones, and if you found a shield, you could swap out with the person on the thrones. And at the end, we get like two large men and the smaller woman.
Yeah, I really like that. It was definitely there's strategy involved. There were some people. Something that we've been complaining about Survivor is like all the super fans. So it is refreshing to see that there are people here that know strategy, are understanding it, and then there are people here who are just like, I don't want to walk. I don't want to have to. I want to sit here and be comfortable. And it's like the opposite of like how you should be thinking. But as a viewer, it's just nice to like, okay, girl, you realize that you're not going to end up on this chair
Right.
at the end. And then Rappaport, well, I thought he was like a fan. I thought he understood the game. Like, why is he like railing against? I thought we were gonna. If you think that you're at risk, what makes you think that the other players are gonna go? You know what? I agree. You should take the shield
Right. Exactly.
because we want to
It
vote
makes
you
no
out.
sense.
So, or we want to murder you or whatever.
Well, as was pointed out by Tiffany and I think Rob C, he's either a really great traitor, which we know he's not a traitor, or a horrible faithful because he's already calling out the housewives and the gamers for being like 5 and 5, just making blunders. But I don't know if that's an act or if it's like really him and he just doesn't get what's happening.
I think that that's just who he is. That he's just chaos incarnate, and so he's like, well, let's throw it at the wall this time and see if it works out for me.
Yeah. The
I mean,
person's
for
name. Sorry, go ahead.
to be who he is and to I don't know specifics necessarily, but I know that he's like said some very extremely problematic things,
Hmm.
and to still like be cast in a show, you know, like in this day and age, it feels like if you're that cancelable, like people don't want to like touch you. Well, at least in entertainment anyway, because they don't want that like on them. But because he's just so well known for being bombastic and just saying anything that he comes to his mind, uh, I think that's just how he's like. Well, I've gotten by on this for this long, so why wouldn't it work in this game? Like, I'm not going to think it through.
Hmm. Yeah, I think that you're right. Anyway, at the end of that, we get a little tussle between Jam Jam and Michael, and we're getting a couple tussles that I'm really enjoying. Jam Jam's coming back and just letting him have it. I love that.
But
But the
in a very like controlled way. Like he's like I'm only responding to you at this level. He's not yelling. He's not getting like frantic. And we were so obsessed with Caroline his season of Survivor that we were happy that he won, but I didn't necessarily focus on his game and exactly how he was playing. Because a lot of the times I was like, you stop disregarding Caroline, you know?
yeah,
But like, so to see him like sort of in this game mode is like, okay, all right, like I get it. You're a good game player.
I'm exactly in the same boat because we're always focusing on the woman. Of
Yeah.
course, Caroline being one of our favorites, I was definitely more focused on her. So I agree. I like to see him on his own. He had kind of like a Sandra Diaz Swine moment when he said, like the I could get loud too moment, though, when he was like, I'm speaking to you at 100. Speak to me at a 10. I loved that.
Yeah.
So who walked away with shields from that competition or from that challenge? It was Caroline, who I know nothing about, and she's very like purple in this show. Like they're not even. I don't. Has she got even one confessional? Maybe one. And Colton and Jam Jam had the shields leaving.
Mm-hmm. The two large gays and the Housewife of
Large.
Dubai.
Housewives of Divide, which you were like, really? She's on that? I know nothing about that franchise. Like I am all
I
about Beverly Hills and Atlanta.
don't know nothing about nothing.
So then, when we get back from the challenge, that's when the whole thing with Portia goes down, where she makes some little slip ups around saying that I killed Ian on accident, which I mean, I get it. And then she said there was 4 traitors, and he was like, "Who's the other guy? What's his name? Ron." Ron was like, how do you know that there's 4 traitors? Nobody told us that there were 4 traitors. So she just started to make up some slip ups, and people latch onto that.
It was observant and smart to pick up on that, but honestly, after the third one, that's when I would be like, oh, I think she's just that doesn't know what she's saying. I
Yeah,
don't
she
think
just
she's.
doesn't
I
know.
no longer think it's a slip up because if it was a slip up and you didn't catch yourself after two times, like you're just talking out of your ass. Like there's
Right.
no way. What would if we would have found out that she was the secret traitor and like that was like how bad of a traitor she was? Like that would have been pretty funny to
Yeah,
be like, wow,
that would
she
have
like
been.
let that slip so many times.
Right. But yeah, I would have loved to see her go a little bit further because she's just funny and a fun when she had this moment when people were the people in the first episode had to stay and like fill in their graves, and she kept on saying, "Go in peace, rest in peace." I was like, what are you talking about?
No, she would have been cool
She's
to
just
stick
funny.
around. And like I said, she was just like speaking so quickly. Like everyone here, even as a faithful, is like generally thinking ahead of like what they're saying, and so it's like, well, I don't know if you're a traitor or faithful because everyone's sort of being calculated about what they're saying. She was talking so fast and giving her opinion so fast that I, as a faithful, there would be like, oh, she's a faithful. Like
Yeah, right.
anybody who wasn't would definitely not have said that so quickly or whatever, you know?
Yeah. Along with Michael, because he's being so boisterous that it's like a traitor would not generally act like that. Well, bye, Portia. We would have loved to see you last longer.
Yeah. Maybe she'll be the Duranda and they'll bring her back.
Maybe so. So then after that, we have the murder in plain sight. And I'm going to try to explain this, but honestly, it's a little bit complicated. They basically had to find a picture that had some tarot cards in there. And it was like one of the pictures out throughout the castle. And so they had to go into the rooms. They had to find the picture that was, they thought, the right one with tarot cards. They had to take it off, find the tarot cards. Then the secret traitor would have put 4 tarot cards in there of the people that they wanted to banish. And they had to choose from those 4 and throw one of the cards in the fire. How'd I do? That was a little complicated.
In the directions, it said confer with your fellow traitors and decide who to throw in the fire or whatever. And as we saw, Candace was not consulted, told she had no idea who was on the short list, anything. And I thought that perhaps in the morning, everyone would have shown back up. And then the traitors would be like, well, what the fuck? Like, we succeeded. So they wouldn't have met the secret traitor. They would have failed that mission. And Alan would have told them in the turret later or whatever is that, well, you didn't confer with your fellow traitors. You just did the two of you, Lisa and Rob, R, spoke over the chess game. Candace didn't know shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, However, in this game, I think that it's much easier to do a little producer fuckery. So I think that, I don't know, had it been like maybe someone they like favorited more or something, maybe they would have done that.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had the wiggle room to say like,
Yeah,
nope, you didn't do it right. Or they're like, whatever, it's fine.
whatever.
Or
Well,
I'm misremembering it and that's what wasn't part of it at all.
Well, yeah, I guess the rules are kind of fuzzy with that because remember, Parvati did the whole murder in plain sight by herself. There was no conferring with either Dan nor Phaedra on who she was actually going to take out because they were so surprised it was Ekin-Su and we get that wonderful Ekin-Su thing that lives on. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's just as long as they get the job done, it's done.
Wasn't that task given to Parvati specifically?
No, to the 3 traders, and then Phaedra was like, "I don't want any part of this. Like, you 2 do this." Yeah. So
Right,
I
right,
don't
right,
know.
right, 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 right.
Anyway, I thought it was a little bit complicated. I think they need to kind of like trim the layers of that off because as a casual viewer, do you think that anybody understood what was happening?
Well, and also was just like, I don't know. It was just wasn't that exciting. Because like what
No.
is exciting about like Parvati had to get someone to drink out of this chalice and the time was running out and I
Yeah.
don't think that she would have chosen Ekin-Su if she could have had it play out, but she was just like, we're here, we're friends, so I could just like do this with her and it'll work. And time was running out, so I had to do it.
Yeah, that was very exciting.
Yeah, and this one it was like, I don't know. It wasn't not exciting.
It
I
wasn't
don't know.
exciting. Getting a card and throwing it in the fire is not exciting because nobody's gonna like nobody is there's not as high of stakes. It doesn't really involve anybody else. But I do think that the funny part was that Rob C clocked the conga line, which was formed by Candace, which was a hilarious and dumb distraction. And how people were falling for that. Like, and Rob's like, I want no part of this conga line. I don't want anybody to touch
Even if I
me.
wasn't in game mode and wasn't even thinking about anything, I would be like, I'm not doing the fucking conga line. Get out of here. Um, but Rob's fatal accident was mentioning that to Candace. Was it you that started the conga line? Come on, Rob. If you thought it was her that started the conga line, why are you bringing it up to her?
Yeah, I think that
Because
that
she had
was
nothing to do with him getting kicked out, but it would have been the next time
it
because
was
she
a
would have told
mistake
them.
for sure because it lets on that he knows more about the game than the rest of them because her eyes got really big. And she did mention that the next episode. She was like, Rob said he needed to like bring the game knowledge down, but he probably can't help it. He just knows the game. Like he's covered all of the different iterations of the game. We're 0 for 2 with our hap people going on.
Yeah, I think, like
On
you said,
reality
the
shows.
strategy of potentially thinking maybe Tiffany was a traitor, and so like playing Traitors Angels, I think they call it on our half,
Hmm.
like uh was a strategy, but then like yeah, bringing it up to Candace was just like stupid. Sorry, Rob.
Yeah, that is a strategy, but then it's like you don't know who the traitor is, so like you never know who the traitor is. So I guess becoming friends with that person is good, but then like we see with Tiffany making friends with Michael, she's in the wrong direction, and it's going to get her kind of voted out of the game. Or we say voted out because we're Survivor fans. Sorry, it's not voted.
Do you think what do you think your strategy would be? Like, I think that I would, because people are suspicious if you don't throw any names out there, but like how they all sit in a room, they're like, who do you think? And it's like seven of them talking. I think I would wait for someone else to say something and I would give my opinion on like how that might be possible. But I don't think I would offer anything, and I certainly would not be sharing game knowledge. That's save it for the talking heads. Save it for the interview to show the audience that you're a good gamer. That's what I think people slip up, is because they're like, I want to share this knowledge because I feel like I'm like smart and like I
Hmm.
want to like, but it's like that's anyone could be a traitor
Yeah.
or a
Traitor.
no, traitor,
Traitor.
traitor.
I love Irish people. They're so charming, and more her accent just makes it more charming. A traitor. That's a British accent that I'm
Her
doing. Sorry,
pinched little
I don't do
face.
accents. I don't do voice work.
Me either.
So what was next? Let me see. So we get to the end of episode 2, and we don't know who was murdered by the traitors. Neither does Candace. It's going to be news to her, who doesn't walk in on the breakfast. And
Yeah.
that takes us into episode 3.
It was
Cleaned. No,
sad.
that's not the name. I was
I
bummed.
love the unceremonious just tossing of the portrait on the ground.
Yeah, the never gets old.
The first time he did that, it was like, do they not have a budget for something like this? But then as it went on, it was like, this is hilarious.
Yeah, yeah, I know. And he was wearing a yellow outfit, which I thought was very striking. I really liked his outfit for breakfast this morning.
Really weird.
So we have Jam Jam with suspicion, and we have Tiffany with suspicion. Gamers, they didn't really show us in the edit why people were so suspicious of Donna. I just didn't understand it.
They said because they felt she was unassuming, and so therefore they thought she would be a good choice for a traitor. They also thought that she wasn't ever giving her opinion on who she thought was a traitor.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I think there was some metagaming going on that the producers might pick her because of just like the topicalness that she represents of
Yeah.
like Taylor and Travis
sure.
and all of that. So,
Yeah, because they really got stuck on that and they wouldn't go away from it. And Colton
and it was like
sniffed
so
that
almost
out.
unanimous by the time she was kicked out.
Yeah, that she really had no way to turn it around. And that's my only complaint with the Traitors is that once you have suspicion on you, you can't get it off. Like, what are you supposed to do? I wish that there was an element of if you vote a faithful off or if you banish a faithful, there's some sort of consequence because it would make it a little bit more like, because everybody just piles on. You saw it. Like, we got to vote with the group. We just pile on because we don't want to make ourselves look suspicious. I don't know. There's maybe some tweaking. I'm not a game design person.
Well, an issue I have with Traitors as a viewer, and as if you were playing the game too, is you can have all the strategy, you could be playing perfectly, and every day there's just this unceremonious murder that the Traitors get to pull off. And sometimes they do it to get a gamer out, and sometimes they're like, let's do this person that's barely gaming because it will confuse everybody.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you can't, if you fly too under the radar, you might get kicked out for that reason. If you are too above the radar, then you're a target. It's just like, sometimes you get to the end and you realize the people that are standing at the end, like, it was like almost all luck, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It is. And really, they're trying, if they're getting out the people who are skillful at the game, you're going to end up with somewhat duds. But I don't know. I mean, Gabby Wendy and Dylan Efron were definitely not duds last season. So,
yeah.
But they're not gamers. Maybe Dylan was a little bit because he's a fan. Anyway, we digress. Michael catches heat because he's annoying, not strategic, and he's just distracting. Like, I thought that Rob sees point of like, even if you're not a traitor, you're distracting us from finding a traitor. Like, you're just so boisterous and like making weird accusations that you're throwing everybody off. So we need to get you out so we can find a traitor. I like that because it's like, yeah, get the annoying people out. Why not?
Yes, and at the end of the day, especially so early in the game, you just need to whittle it down. You just need to get people out. It doesn't matter if they're a traitor, doesn't matter if they're faithful. You need to get yourself to the end, so just kick them out. Kick them out, kick them out. If it's because they're annoying, get them out because they're annoying. If it's because you think they're being sus, like...
Yes. If it's because you know that TV viewers would not care if you kick them out, that's what I want it to be. Like, if you're like, well, this person's kind of boring for TV viewers, like, let's get them out.
Like, sorry, Mark.
Well, after breakfast, we have another twist, which was a roundtable before the mission. I thought that this was producer fuckery a little bit because it's like they wanted this Donna thing to happen. They wanted their plan of the secret traitor to get voted out and for it to be a shock to everyone, which I thought it was cool because it's like we haven't seen the traitors have to act like faithfuls in this way because they were like, we don't know. And so they're almost trying to get the secret traitor out a little bit. I don't know. I thought it was interesting. And it was a surprise to them, too, in a game where the traitors have so much power and are all-knowing.
Yeah, no, I think it's an interesting element and a layer, and I'm all about it. I don't know that it was producer fuckery, but, well,
I don't know
I think
either.
at that point, because it was so unanimous, yes, the producers must have seen people talking to each other and understood that, like, probably it was going to be Donna.
Yeah, and I was just thinking, why not choose to... Okay, so you either get the great moment of TV of Donna getting voted out and she's a secret traitor and we don't know and the other traitors don't know, or you get this amazing moment of Donna meeting up with the other traitors and the turret. That would have been good TV. So I guess like either way, you're getting pretty good TV.
I think ultimately they do have everything set up, scheduled. Like, that was supposed to be the roundtable before the challenge. Because, well, I don't know, because it did end up being an uneven number of people for the challenge. And it wasn't like it was exciting that Ron was the odd man out. Like, that wasn't like an exciting... Like, it would have been more exciting if it was like, oh, you don't have a partner? Well, now you get this really cool thing.
Yeah.
Like that happens on Survivor sometimes.
Yeah.
I think ultimately, if you put together a good cast, which clearly they have, like season after season, that you don't have to producer fuckery too much.
I agree.
Because it's just like, let them, hey, what do we say? Let the players play.
Let the players play. And play they did in the next challenge because this was another challenge that I actually liked. I think that they're probably listening to the feedback that the challenges are kind of a snooze. And this one was fun. Like it's like pair up with people that you trust. So it's already like forming alliances and forming bonds.
I appreciated that they allowed them, or they told them that, and it was the truth. But I'm scarred from like Squid Game, that it's
Or
like
they're gonna have
pair
to
up,
kill each other.
and now you have to do Marble Game, and only one of you is going to survive.
By the way,
So, like,
Jeremy and I watched season 1
Yeah.
while we were in Puerto Vallarta. Yeah, it was not. I liked season 2 better than season 1.
Agreed.
But it was still good. Like you said, they fuck with them so much. And it's like, oh yeah, grab your friend. And now you have to play marbles with the older mom getting voted out. I have a soft place for older moms, I
Yeah.
think.
Well, to be fair, they did just say pair up. And so by the second season, they should have known to not pair up with
Right.
your number one. But I still thought, I was like, I would have been nervous that Alan was lying, or that it would have been
exactly.
twisted to like pair up with someone that you trust because you will be relying on them to
Excuse me.
vote you out or whatever.
Yeah.
Nobody votes anybody out. I did like it. I liked it. I liked
We're
the
still scarred.
you're in a cage and
Not urine. You're in a cage. I thought notably the Natalie and Monet pair up was amazing, and I am rooting for them all the way. Natalie loves her gay. She always has. And except when she
I
calls
love
them
him.
one of the girls. Remember in San Juan del Sur? Where she's like, oh, Josh and Reed, they're just one of the girls. Or maybe it was Reed.
Yeah.
You're just one of the
No.
girls.
I love her and Monet, and I love Monet and Jam Jam. I just love that Monet is just like an unabashed Survivor fan.
Yeah.
Stan.
Rob and Mora was another good pairing. And I was thinking because Mora was getting so much screen time that maybe she was the secret traitor. I was wrong, but I'm thinking that maybe we have some sort of a conflict coming up with the two of them. Maybe she's just pretty. Like she's really pretty and she's funny. She had a couple of very quotable moments, especially like coming against Michael Rappaport.
I think she might make it far. I think she's like they're pushing her to be like the Gabby Wendy.
Yeah.
Like let's prop this like not very well known person up to be the next, star.
Because baby, she's a star. Like she's one of my favorites on the cast, and she has some great looks. And then all of a sudden, she had bangs too.
Oh, I clocked. I think I think she's wearing wigs.
Is she?
Like mostly, because then the next
would make
episode
sense.
she had this like cute little like curled puffy thing that was not the same hair that
Gorgeous.
she had before.
Right.
So yeah, I'm thinking that they're wigs, which is fun.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Well,
that
I
people are just
love-
like casually wearing wigs these days.
Part of the thing about the Traitors is that we all go in and we kind of know the inside scoop on some of these people. Like I had no idea about Gabby Wendy, but it is fun when you know that this person's a star and then everybody else gets to meet them, right? That happened with Parvati. Like she was kind of our secret. Like, and then everybody's like, oh my God, she's kind of a bitch. And we loved
A
it.
bad bitch.
A bad bitch. Anyway, so I'm loving that people are loving Mora.
Yeah, I like her. Her little pinched little face.
All right, and then we get to what did we have? Okay, we got through that. Oh, so the people that were in the Up for Murder after that team challenge are Caroline, Eric, who he keeps falling short. That was so funny because Johnny never came back. He went into the swamp and he never made it back. Like, what the fuck is he doing?
Just floating over the swamp.
And then Eric was like, "You're an Olympian. Like, what are you doing out there?"
He was like, they keep putting me in these situations. Like, I'm terrified of water. He fell into the water. He's like,
he did
I'm
it.
pulling a cart. I'm not a horse.
I'm not a horse. I'm not a
You're
horse.
not?
Thank you. Thank you. And then he's out there wandering around looking for skulls, never made it back. And I also thought that this is more of a like Survivor-ish challenge because the stacking of the skulls does require a bit of skill.
And did you see that there were very different strategies? Monet stacked them exactly the same in
Yeah,
the
and
same
some of them were going
direction,
back and forth.
all straight up. Yeah, it was cool. I liked
I
that.
thought
I
so
liked
too.
the stacking of something that isn't like a sort of predetermined, everything's the same size or weight or whatever. It's cool.
Yeah. And then we get the word that's going to be a face to face murder. I mean, these are so dramatic. These are so campy and dramatic.
Loved the way that the episode ended. Ron's plea to them was so fucking funny.
It was
And
so funny.
I hope it was a good strategy that they were like, let's not kill him because he's just being so like blatant. I loved it. He was
Yeah.
like, show me your face. You better kill me. If you don't, I'm coming straight for you. It was so funny. He's so funny and
Yeah.
sweet.
This murder in plain, or no, it's murder face to face. Last
Yeah.
season it was Christelle, and she had like the red dress, like corset with the boobs, and I don't want to die. It's just like it kind of makes for a really dramatic and campy moment. And I agree with you. So who do you think's gonna get killed? We didn't learn by the end who's going to get murdered of these. And it seems like one of the things that Colton is emerging as a traitor hunter of this season.
Colton?
The gay bachelor.
Is his name Colton?
His name's Colton. Yeah. Colton Underwood.
Yes, I agree. So I would imagine it's someone like is Caroline's up for it?
Let's see. Caroline, Eric, Kristen, which we haven't gotten a lot from, Lisa, traitor, and Ron. So I think they're not going to take out Ron. He's got some suspicion on him.
Yeah, so I
So
think it's either
Caroline
going to
or
be
Eric.
Caroline, Eric, or Denise or whatever. What's her name? The
Denise.
chef. The
Who's
chef.
Denise?
The
Kristen.
chef. Kristen.
We don't know their names yet. It's fair.
Yeah. Kristen,
I
Eric,
only know it
or
because I
Caroline.
wrote it down. I think they're going to take out Caroline just because it would be smart of them to go for a housewife, because they're going to people are going to be like, oh, there's a housewife and as a traitor.
Yeah. And she has been a bit purpled. She's been on it enough that she hasn't been given a lot of talk time, but we have seen her on screen a lot, I feel. So I think it's like the right amount of like, okay, it's her time to go and it's fine.
Yeah. And I do like the Traitors edits. If it's true that Caroline goes home, they're not like pushing them in the last episode that they're there, you know? They're not like overcompensating to be like, oh, she's going, so I have to have her have 10 more confessionals. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, like I think by the time Mark goes, it's just going to be like an unceremonious murder. And they're just going to be like, we never had to give him screen time because nobody cared.
Who's Mark?
The dancer with the curly hair.
Yes. I mean, there's
Yeah.
so many people on this cast. We'll get to know their names pretty soon, but not
Which
yet.
is it's like fun, but at the same time it's like yes, there is a large pool of reality stars these days, but also not. So like you're really, as a casting person, you're really like running through them and like lining them up and knocking them down. 24 of them in a cast every year. Like they're gonna start running out of like good, solid people. So in a way, I don't know. I almost think maybe take the murder out and make the shields for the round table. I don't know. There's something I don't like about the murdering that's just so unceremonious. Boom, boom, boom. They walk into their morning interview and there's a fucking envelope on the chair. Like it's just so like.
I'm with you. I think that they might go into did you watch the celebrity UK Traitors? They went into like, I wouldn't even say D level actor. They went to like actors that were like pretty well known. And Tom Daly, and like they just went to people that weren't reality competition people. They were actually actors and like people that the public knew. I think that they could have a good space within that if they do ever run out of reality competition.
Yeah. Yeah, like they've got Ron. He's a comedian, but I know him as an actor.
Yeah, let's see like Kathy Griffin. Let's see like I don't know, like that kind of level of celebrity. She calls herself a D-list. I don't know if she is, but like,
She won the first season of Celebrity Mole.
did she? I don't. Yeah, I never watched Mole.
I watched it religiously since the first season.
But we have Trisha Paytas. We have like a couple of like high
Pataeus?
level Paytas. Is it what is it?
Paytas.
Paytas. I added a whole couple syllables to her name. It's the retainer.
No, yeah, there are a plenty of people.
We still got to
But
get New York.
also,
Jesus.
like the reason there's always so many housewives is because it's NBC, Peacock,
Peacock, right?
Bravo.
My hair
It's
is
the
a
family.
fucking disaster. Jesus.
So it's beautiful.
It is.
Mine,
Or my hair?
Trans Joy. I can put my hair in a ponytail now.
Yay! I love that for you.
It's very
Well,
exciting.
anything else to say about the Traitors?
I like the cast. It's
I
fun.
do too.
I do because I watched the first episode alone the night it aired so that we wouldn't be spoiled for the Traitors, who the Traitors were.
Yeah, I did too. I knew I would get spoiled.
And I was like, it's just not as fun watching it alone. It's just so much more fun to like watch it with friends.
Yeah,
Throw
I know
popcorn at
it
the
is.
TV and
It's a
stuff.
with friends watching show, and even watching this morning, I was like, okay, well, Donna Kelsey's the secret traitor. Finn, are you excited?
Uh-huh. I had
All
Max
right.
over here growling at ghosts, which was kind of freaky.
What do you mean?
Like he would just start growling into nothingness, like as if something was standing there. And I'd be like, Max, please don't do that.
I had a psychic reading, and the psychic told me that if I ever saw my dogs doing that, that they were making contact with my childhood dog.
Okay.
And so that's how I want to think about it, because if I see them doing that or looking at something that I don't see, it makes me feel more
Yeah.
comfortable. I don't believe in ghosts though. So
I do to an extent, but I also know that he's not used to sleeping in the guest room. So I was like, he's just hearing noises that he's not used to.
you're hearing bumps in the night. Poor guy.
Yeah.
Well, he seems
He's a
more
sweetie,
well
though.
behaved than the other one.
Yeah, I mean, he's naughty a little bit, but he's like super cute
Naughty.
and cuddly, so it's like he gets away with it more.
Oh,
When
don't
you're
I
super
know it.
naughty and like ugly, it's like and stinky.
Were you thinking of a few people when you said that?
No.
Oh my God. So how are you? We just jumped right in.
Well, that's what the people want, you know. I'm good. I'm good. 2026 is going to be a good year despite the world burning to hell.
Yes.
I think personally, I think it's it's time to get to that next level of life.
Hmm.
It was this morning I listened to a little bit of Rob getting interviewed by Sharon Tharp before Traitors aired, and they were talking about, you know, his whole journey, and he was like, yeah, I was doing my podcast for a year before I had an ad on the website, and I was doing it for 4 years before I was able to like quit my day job. And I was like, okay, like that's cool, because like
Takes
as
time.
of now we're doing this because we are enjoying it.
Fun.
We like it, like you said in the beginning, like it's like a time capsule for us personally.
Hmm.
And maybe something will come of it, maybe it won't. And so as long as we'll do it for as long as we're enjoying ourselves. But it could potentially be a stepping stone to something.
Yes, it could be.
And so all we can do is just like build our lives out and make it as happy and good as we can. And I think I've made some changes recently that are going to be positive and forward thinking. And I had a follow up with the surgeon, and the surgeon said, he's like, I don't know how you feel about it, but I think you're looking very glamorous. And I said, say that
Aw.
again. And then before I left, he was like, yeah, no, we're really proud of the work, and you're one of our stars here at the office.
Great. She wanted to be a star anywhere, and she's a star everywhere.
Yeah,
The
so we're
surgical
thrilled.
star.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm with you. Let's take everything to the next level. For me, I'm not going to make any big lofty goals this year. I want to just enjoy my life. I've spent so many years of just like, what's next? What's next? What else can I achieve? What else can I do? And now I'm just like, I'm very comfortable. I love my life. How about just kick back for a year and just enjoy it? Never done
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Trying to
So
like
that's
just
what I'm
give
doing.
it up. Stop trying to like control every little thing and just like let life happen. And like I said, as long as you're just like positive and take doing the next right thing, you know,
I wonder where you heard that.
somewhere, some book.
Oh my God. Speaking of books, I was consumed as everybody else was with Heated Rivalry. And so I couldn't get enough after episode. Have you watched episode 6?
I only have watched the first 3 episodes.
Oh my God, you have to
I need to
watch
finish
the
it.
rest of them. Yes.
Okay.
It's touching and deep in a way that we don't see for gay characters because every gay movie and show is about disaster and trouble and pain. And this was just like a good love
And
story. Like,
drugs and
yeah,
STIs and yeah.
yeah, it's tragedy with a love story, right? And this was a love story without it. And it was like healing to many people to see that. I think that, I mean, we grew up with Queer as Folk. This will be this generation's Queer as Folk, but it's even better. And so I was like, I got to read all these books. So I read book 1, which is Scott and Kip's story. And now I'm on book 2, almost done with that, which is the first book of Shane and Ilya's. And then I'm just going to read them all. I got all the time in the world.
Get it,
6 books,
girl.
and they're like 300 pages. And it's like big block letters. It's like my perfect reading.
Yeah, aren't they just like gay airport reads or something? Like
Well,
beach reads?
you have to be careful where you read them because there is very graphic sex in them. So I was trying to read them at the pool and said, nope. She had to put a towel over.
So want to fill out that speedo? Yeah, you know
Right.
what? People have told me now that I have all this estrogen coursing through my veins that I should start looking into like erotica and stuff, like reading, because like porn doesn't really do it for me anymore. So it's like something's got to give.
It shouldn't do it for anyone, really. We should use our imaginations more. And I think that I didn't even know that this whole thing existed, and it's very hot. These books are very hot.
Well, I told you, like in the show, like when I was watching episode 3, I was cooking dinner, and like there's so many instances of just like getting frustrated at the characters,
Mhm.
um, like the Kip or whatever being like the girl, his coworker being like he's so into you, and him being like no he's not. Like I would be like, yeah, that fucking hockey player just came in here and definitely hit on me, and he's definitely into me. And if he's not, I'm gonna pretend like he is because it's fun to live that way.
Yeah,
Um,
that's a great
and
way to
so I'd
look.
just be frustrated with how they were not communicating and how long time was passing between their texts and all that stuff. But then it would hit like a sex scene, and I would just like my knees would buckle. I would be like on the ground, like, oh my
Oh
God.
my, your knees, girl, she's wet.
On Christmas, Arv got her bob
Yes.
cut. And I messaged her, like I said, stop it. I feel so seen. I said, Cunty Bobs unite. And she wrote back. She was like, yes, girl. And so I got that on like Christmas morning. I was like, that's cute. That's
It's
sweet.
cute. It is cute.
Yeah.
I'm gonna piss my
Yeah.
pants, so
Me
I'm
too.
gonna leave. But what a joy! I love you. And if you're new here, please follow us. Come on in, Queens, at Instagram, TikTok. What else?
You too.
YouTube. All of
Mm-hmm.
them. Thank you. Follow, listen, subscribe on Spotify. Share, comment,
Comment.
follow. Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, I get a lot of comments of people like
And
responding
yeah,
to our
DMs.
stories and stuff, and it's like, could you put it on the reel?
Yeah.
Get some momentum there. But yeah, thank you. We love
Thank
you,
you.
and I love
We'll
you,
see you
Jacob.
soon, and I love you, and we'll see you next week for episode 4. Just
Yeah, we're
one.
back at it.
Back at it.
Okay,
Bye.
bye.